The Joe Show, Episode 4. Today we mix up the podcast by bringing in two very special guests, where the audio content is amazing and the audio quality is hot, smelly garbage. As unknown to Gabriel and potentially the rest of the world, there was a rising conflict between fast food chain Chick-fil-a and Popeyes chicken. In this episode, the hosts taste each vendor's chicken sandwiches and compare them accordingly, while Joy gags over the thought of mayonnaise in her mouth. And then later, Gabriel and Joseph swap their strange stories over the past week. Let the chicken wars commence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chick-fil-a. So we got Joy here. She's going to sit here and she's going to cut these open. That's why we brought her here, so she can cut it open, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's getting nothing but headshot here.
Yeah.
Turn it down a little bit?
Yeah, we need to come down just a little bit. Yeah.
Some of my great cutting skills.
Yeah, so she's got that.
Focusing on Gabriel's face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
right.
dang. Oh.
Yeah, that's why you see she cut those just into great triangles there.
This is very light and fluffy. Outer shell and the top bun.
The
bottom one's a little greasy, but I mean it's been.
Sorry, I already took a bite.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
All right, so we got her going.
It's very juicy. And seasoned really well.
I like the pickle. I mean, one thing that's crazy about Chick-fil-A sandwich, it's super simple. They've got a bun, a pickle, and then they've got
The chicken.
chicken. Super simple, and it's super good. I guess that's why they're claimed number one. So, the presentation was pretty good. Like I said, it was pretty simple. The quality of it, you can tell it's really, really good chicken. The buns aren't super hard, and the pickles taste fresh. And
Can I drink this?
yeah, that's your palate. That's your palate cleanser.
Okay.
We have root beer as palate cleanser. But one thing that I like to think about when I do chicken sandwiches, I like to pull apart or see how thick and real the meat is. You know?
How stringy it is.
Yeah, because that's me. That's a real chicken. And you know, I'm black, so I'm an expert at chicken. So.
Charlie, what do you think of the chicken?
So what would you rate it? The whole deal this
I'm
here
looking at
was.
mine.
We're hungry too, so that doesn't help. But they're like, "Hey, you want to do an eating podcast?" And I'm like, "You mean you're buying dinner?"
Well, my thing, you guys should be in my position. I'm going around to all these different restaurants buying this food.
Yeah.
And it's like, these people are looking in my car and they're like, he's got like 2 or 3 other places. What is this man doing? Is he eating all the Volumen? Then they're probably looking at me like, he's so skinny too. And he's eating all this. Where do you put it, dude? But the chicken.
Chick-fil-A is just a really good sandwich.
It is.
It's just the
chicken itself.
quality one.
It tastes good, pretty good too. You know. Hey, good chicken. All right, number 2,
Dose.
This one is Burger King.
Burger King original. Now, each and every one, if they didn't have just one chicken sandwich, I only did the original. So,
And it's covered in mayonnaise. This is the only sandwich that is not on a circle bun.
yeah, this is on a long bun. Now, they did come out with another chicken sandwich, and it was on a circle bun, just like the regular, but it wasn't their original. So that was kind of my rules I put into it. It had to be the original. So that's strike 1 for Joy. She does not like mayonnaise.
They sell them without mayonnaise though.
Yeah,
Anything.
I should
You just have to order
I
it
should have
without
ordered
mayonnaise.
it. All right, partake.
It does have some pretty
Okay.
nice sesame seeds on the top.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Again,
first of all, let's not partake. We have to describe it. I missed that the first time. So sesame seeds. It has sesame seed bun.
It has lettuce and mayonnaise.
And the chicken, it looks like it's just put together by a machine. All right,
Yeah,
now
it looks like a chicken nugget.
from Burger King.
So it's really, really soft.
Mm-hmm.
There
It
is
is.
like zero crispiness to this.
I can taste peanut oil.
It was funny. You don't have to eat it all.
That is not good chicken.
I thought it was funny that this is the original, right?
Mhm.
And they also had a crispy chicken sandwich.
Oh.
So,
Wow.
so Yeah, like you said, this one is very soft, so I wonder how their actual crispy one would have tasted.
Yep. Not
So
super.
you know how you go to the store and you'll buy like a chicken fillet that's like frozen and battered? This is basically that.
I mean, I'll still eat it for you.
They basically just heated up a chicken patty.
Yeah. Fried in peanut oil. I mean,
Fried
you
in peanut
can
oil.
smell it. It just smells like
and then
peanut
they
oil.
put it on some bread with some lettuce and mayonnaise.
And if you
So
tear it
it's
apart,
not my favorite.
if you tear it apart, it looks like what does that look like? It looks like
A
wet.
chicken
tuna.
nugget.
Looks like tuna
Yeah,
quality.
it looks like tuna and a chicken nugget.
We're throwing this all over the place.
Tastes like chicken though. It's like
all
they're
that chicken flavor they put in it.
Yep. No.
chicken flavor. I should have kept the napkins. I've got mayonnaise all over my hands there.
You know what I
I've
always
got
say?
mayonnaise all over
Wipe it
my
on your
plate.
pants.
Use my good work pants.
I don't say
Nope, that's the dish towel. Can't be giving me no dish towel. Get the other one.
Did you really not keep them?
They're in the bags that I threw away.
So,
Okay.
food.
So next is the Wendy's.
So what is this Wendy's burger about?
So this is the home-styled Wendy's burger. It was close to the original that I get.
Ooh, and it's covered in mayonnaise.
I like
and this
it.
one's covered in mayonnaise
I
too.
love mayonnaise. I don't understand
It's
what
got
the
a
problem
tomato
is.
on it.
I
It's just
think
gross.
I like mayonnaise on the sandwiches. That's the only thing I'll eat mayonnaise on.
Yeah.
I
Is
do.
chicken sandwiches.
I will eat mayonnaise in like a tuna salad or egg salad sandwich, but that is about it.
Gabriel, they got all tomato.
Man.
I'm sorry, the mayonnaise just oozed out.
So the chicken texture here.
I gotta say, my first note is the bun is super soft.
Yep.
Like it almost fell apart in my hand.
Looks like a
Do
pretzel.
you want my
bun.
tomato?
Yeah. Okay, Gabriel, what are you saying about chicken?
Chicken here looks
I'm sorry, it's so gross. It's a warm tomato on a bed of
Would you like a towel?
Ugh, it's so gross.
So all the years we've been married, I've never seen. So we don't get stuff like this, you know.
Yeah.
So
Because I
I've
always
never
order
seen
my
her.
food
Where are you
without
going?
mayonnaise.
I'm looking for the. Well, I
The
think
thing you threw? Again, I'm getting up. Here you are.
Oh, this one. So this one
So,
has like
yeah.
a pretzel bun looking thing.
Yeah.
It's got tomato.
Super soft though. Like it was kind
Yep.
of hard to cut. because
It's
it was
kind of
so
hard to pick
soft.
up, you know?
Uh,
The bottom bun is paper.
it's got the,
The
lettuce.
chicken does look like chicken though.
I'm not.
It doesn't look like if you peel it back, like it doesn't look like machine chicken.
It looks a little more like chicken than the Burger King one.
Yeah, it doesn't look as good as the Chick-fil-A.
But
It
it
falls
looks
apart way too easy, though.
It looks like stacked paper before you put it into a printer. That's what it looks like. All right, here I go.
It's not bad. It doesn't have a lot of flavor though. Especially compared to the Chick-fil-A one, which had so much seasoning. It's just kind of bland. I gotta say, this would be better with the pickle.
Really?
Like, not trying to tell Wendy's how to do their job, but like...
Hey, you better be careful. You see how Wendy's be roasting people online.
I'm just saying, their chicken sandwich would be better with the pickle instead of, like, a million cups of mayonnaise and a warm tomato.
Oh, I need to cleanse my palate. All this stuff's starting to taste the same.
But I don't think it was bad. Now we're gonna move on to the McChicken.
Okay,
Oh,
hold
boy.
on. Okay, with
Awesome.
McChicken. All right. While you cutting this up, this is what I want to do. So, McDonald's has come out with their McChicken biscuit,
Yeah.
right?
Breakfast sandwiches.
Breakfast sandwich.
Okay.
Back in the day, I'm talking about when I was a kid.
Like what year?
I was 15, so. Oh, what was
Joey's
it?
over making face.
Sorry, that is so much mayonnaise. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So I was like,
So gross.
We weren't
we
about
just
to eat that
we
sandwich.
just really want to torture Joy this whole episode. It was just like, yeah, we're gonna do this episode. But I was 15, and so what happened was they would have real chicken for their biscuits.
Okay.
I'm talking about the pull apart, seasoned so well. They used to advertise, try our new McDonald's chicken biscuits with buttermilk biscuits and buttermilk seasoning on everything. But they were really good.
So what happened?
So what happened was they brought these back. So I was like, oh man, this is so great. They brought the chicken biscuit back. I'm so pumped to have it one. And Joy was so pumped to have one. So
chicken biscuits are my favorite.
yeah, we go to Hardee's to go get them.
We go to Chick-fil-A to go get
Yeah,
them.
Chick-fil-A to go get them. We love chicken biscuits. So we
Chicken
went.
biscuits.
Yeah, chicken biscuits. So I wanted to get that this time. But
Oh,
we
right.
we tested it like last week. And we were so disappointed. I was like, it's a McChicken on a biscuit. And I was just like, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason we got the McChickens today because Joy said it'd be easier to cut. So,
I did say that.
So, all right.
And also it makes sense because none of these are biscuits.
Yeah, we
So
gotta
I felt like it would be unfair to compare the chicken sandwiches.
we gotta do one in the morning time. All right, so here we go. The bun is it feels like it's dry right off the bat.
It feels like a hamburger. It feels like a McDonald's bun.
Yeah, and that's what it feels like. They just put shredded lettuce on. I don't think you should ever put shredded lettuce on a burger. You need to put regular lettuce on a burger, and then it's got mayonnaise, and it don't look very appetizing.
I think it's just fast food, man.
Yeah.
You guys are hyping this up way too much.
We are hyping it up too much,
Like,
Gabriel.
what do you think about Gabriel?
What do you think about it, Gabriel?
It's a cheap piece of food.
Hey.
If you call it that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cheers.
Excellent. No, these are hors d'oeuvres made for rich people.
Oh boy.
I have not eaten.
Matthew, I apologize.
Why is it spicy?
Spicy?
What the heck? Did you get spicy?
No.
I've not eaten a McChicken.
That is a lot of
in years.
mayonnaise.
Ugh. Why do people order this?
And then also too, let's tear this apart. Boop, boop, boop. Oh my goodness.
Like backing up into the chicken.
That's no. I'm opening the chicken up like heart surgery.
Oh, okay.
All right, so here we go.
That is some processed chicken.
Yes, that is kind of just like the Burger King one. That's gross. You see how it was sticking to itself?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm one of those people. I can tear apart stuff. You can tell me where stuff come from, and I can still eat it. Except for chitlins. I'm not eating no chitlins. I ain't eating no pig intestines. Kidding me? I eat anything else. But I ain't eating no chitlins.
Next episode.
Blindfold food challenge.
I'm like,
just 5-gallon
it's all
buckets of chitlins.
It's all what?
Chitlins.
No,
Chitlins.
she just said chatlins.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
I don't even eat them. I still not say chitlins.
Is that? Yeah, that is me. Are you okay?
Yes. He's wearing it now.
Was that McDonald's?
Did you choke on the McDonald's?
That's how bad
Ladies
it
and
is.
gentlemen.
McDonald's.
This is a PSA.
McChickens are so bad, my baby almost choked on them.
Hey, now you're just faking.
All right. So now this is the one I've been wanting to try because this is the one everybody's been talking about.
All
This
right.
is one that almost broke the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, in the right corner,
It's really
Wayne.
terrible for the audio.
weighing not that much, we have the Popeyes chicken sandwich. They say it's better than Chick-fil-A's. We're gonna get ready to test this out.
All right.
All right.
Because so far Chick-fil-A is the winner of the sandwich contest.
Yeah.
Did you think any of these were better than Chick-fil-A?
Negative.
I didn't think so.
All
There
right.
you go.
Well, the amount of chicken on this is humongous.
Yeah,
It is thick.
super. They got a piece of chicken and was like, bam, here you go.
It does not
So
smell
it's-
like peanut oil.
This one has mayonnaise.
I got a piece
pickle.
of chicken up my nose.
This one has mayonnaise, pickle, chicken, and then the bread.
All right.
So
The
I'm
bread
just
looks like
scraping
kind of
off
look like the McDonald's.
Hey, we got some redness here, so you know it's real.
Oh, we got some veins and stuff in there.
Heck yeah, man.
It does. It definitely looks like real chicken.
Well, first of all, if they gave us McDonald's chicken at Popeyes,
That would be really disappointing.
there's like,
I would boycott. It's not like I eat.
She's gonna
Popeyes all the time
boycott.
anyway.
no.
But I would boycott.
He just
Popeyes.
threw his chicken on the floor.
The chicken's pretty.
Throwing all the chicken on the
Chicken's pretty.
Why you didn't throw all that chicken on the floor?
Chicken's pretty colorful. The bread on
It
both
looks-
sides of it is
Top
thick.
and bottom.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The chicken breading looks really nice and crispy, like a Popeyes chicken.
Yep.
It's got that look.
All right.
Well, cheers. Oh, the bite was good.
It was nice and soft.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that chicken went down well.
Some people
It's
say
not
that
fibrous.
it's. I heard from someone it was super gross.
I don't
It's
know why
not.
it would be gross. I do think it's good. I don't know if it's better than Chick-fil-A. But the pickle is really, it's a really good pickle.
I didn't get too much pickle on mine.
I got one little pickle. I do want to say it was prepared differently than the Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a lot softer.
This one's a lot messier.
It doesn't hold together as well.
Well, but then they don't put mayonnaise on the Chick-fil-A one. The Chick-fil-A one was the only one that didn't have mayonnaise on it.
Yep. I don't want that to be the reason that I'm biased.
All right.
But
So which one did you think was the best?
I do think it was Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
I think this was a really close second though, like a pretty close runner-up.
What gave it to a point that you had to go to Chick-fil-A?
Mayonnaise on it.
The mayonnaise on it.
How about you, Joseph?
No, you go first.
No.
No, you go.
Nope.
Why?
I want my opinion to be dead last and more original than everybody else.
What are you gonna go with, like the Burger King or something?
This was like the McDonald's one was the best.
No, I think my favorite was the Popeyes chicken one.
Popeyes chicken.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Charlie. Messy little guy.
I do like Popeyes chicken though, and that's what's really putting me over towards the Popeyes is that I like Popeyes chicken a little more.
I think the things that really got it that I had to compare was I think the Chick-fil-A was really well seasoned.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it had a lot of flavor just in the chicken itself. I think the Popeyes chicken was good and it was more moist. So those are the two reasons that it's better.
I think
You know?
I think Popeyes should get rid of the mayonnaise because what happens not just because it wasn't good because the mayonnaise was good on it, but you gotta think about they're adding too much and it's allowing they're adding too many flavors.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not too into this Lilliputian squabbles on the internet over what sandwich is better.
I'm just saying, you know,
That's-
it's good.
One
I
is
do
better.
think it was good.
Yeah.
I think they were both really good.
I like the Popeyes chicken one a little bit better than the Chick-fil-A. I think more so just to be everybody's like Chick-fil-A, you know?
Oh, so you're hopping on
It's got to be a different.
so you're hopping
gotta
on
be
the
something
other
different.
bandwagon.
Yeah,
You ain't doing it by taste or
I'm here to be a hipster
now. Okay. So we got those two off the way, right? So those were the two big
against
hitters.
popular opinion.
The worst was
They're both
McDonald's.
Yeah, I mean Charlie about died there.
Yeah,
I was
he
thinking,
choked
all right,
on
we're gonna have to get him up and give him a what is it, Heineken?
Yeah, the Heimlich.
Heimlich, yeah.
The Heineken's a beer. I think it's a beer. Isn't Heineken supposed to be a
Heimlich.
German?
Heimlich. Heimlich.
Supposed to be a German beer? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll stop picking on you.
I'm 18. I don't
Well,
The
partake.
McDonald's was the worst, and then I'd say Burger King.
I did like
Yeah.
the Wendy's sandwich.
Like I said, I don't think it was a bad sandwich. It just didn't have flavor.
Yeah.
So I would put something on it, like some barbecue or ranch or something to give it.
The Burger King was all right though. I like the Burger King one, but no,
I
for
did
sure.
not. I did not like the Burger King. I did not like it at all.
I think in order would be Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, or somewhere in between those two. I mean, they're both good sandwiches. Like you said though, they have two different spectrums. Like if you like a juicy sandwich, Popeyes chicken. If you like more of a dry, simplistic sandwich, Chick-fil-A with a seasoning. Then it would go either Wendy's, Burger King, and you could fit a few tiers under that, and then McDonald's would be at the bottom.
Now with the Burger King one, they do. Sometimes you get them. They put a lot of lettuce on it.
Yeah.
And it's more lettuce than the mayonnaise, and it's just perfect because you kind of get that fresh feeling where you're like, "Ooh, I'm eating healthy." Let me go get my receipts right quick, and I want you guys to guess on what the prices was for the chicken was.
Like the most. Which one are we doing? The most expensive one, or how much they all cost?
Let's do which one was the most expensive.
Okay. I'm gonna get. Those are kind of old.
These have been
from
here
Christmas.
since like yeah.
You're gonna break your teeth.
Oh boy. Yes,
All right.
I'm gonna guess that the Chick-fil-A was the most expensive.
Nope. Chick-fil-A was not the most expensive, even though you would think it would be the most expensive. It is not.
Which is it?
Wendy's was. Wendy's was $4.74 for my Wendy's sandwich. That's the homestyle chicken. Next comes Burger King at $4.49. Popeyes and Chick-fil-A were the same. They both came out at $4.38. And then of course McDonald's one was the cheapest at $1.19. So if you're looking for cheap, McDonald's and
The others are in the fours.
yes,
Who would've thought?
if you want good quality, you can find a good quality burger or sandwich and a cheap one if you go to the Popeyes or if you go to Chick-fil-A. Which
This was now everybody's just as confused. Where are they supposed to go, Joseph? Where are they supposed to go?
like we said, Gabriel, if you want more of a moist sandwich, you go to Popeyes. But if you want more of a dry or not a, I don't keep saying
firm.
dry, a firm sandwich.
Chick-fil-A was cheaper though. The Chick-fil-A total was $4.38, and the total of Popeyes one is $4.38.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
dang.
told you they both tied. That blew my mind when I saw that too.
I don't know what to say about that. It's the exact same sandwich.
So guys, it's just wherever you want to go, Chick-fil-A or Burger or
And they're both
Popeyes.
they're both cheaper than Burger King and Wendy's. So,
And you heard how we talked bad about Burger King sandwich. I mean, I am appalled.
I don't know why you'd go to Wendy's and get a sandwich that has no flavor when you can go to Chick-fil-A or to Popeyes.
See, and I can't believe
When
that
it's
was the most
more
expensive.
expensive.
But I guess they did have more tomato. They had tomatoes.
Yeah.
And they had the lettuce, on it. So I guess it's a little more of a gourmet kind of burger or whatever.
Putting like two
Yeah.
vegetables on it.
Yeah. So
Free.
yeah. So I think that in our burger war. So I think at the end of the day, you guys just go wherever you want to.
And I didn't know there was a burger war.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
didn't know the chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
No.
It was like crazy when Popeyes came out. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, Popeyes' new chicken sandwich is the best. It might be even better than Chick-fil-A." And the people was like, "Oh no, Chick-fil-A is God's food. It's God's food. You can't be sitting here talking about God's food." And so they were
Didn't
sitting
know anything
there.
about this.
I mean, at Calvary, at church, it was just one of those things where everybody was sitting there, "Yeah, man, that Popeyes burger or chicken sandwich, that was garbage. That was garbage. Never eat there." And I was like, "I'm still gonna try it. I don't care what you say."
And that's what sparked this episode.
No, this was not just at church. This was all over the internet. It was
You're
on
like,
there for.
is that something controversial that doesn't really mean anything? I'll take it.
Hey, it was good.
I
I'm
like
glad we
it.
did. Plus, I had to try it. I
Yeah.
want to taste it. This is
And
the
now
first
I
time-
know.
How
They're-
long has it been out? Half a year?
For a
or so?
while.
Is that
And
why they price it the same as Chick-fil-A's?
Probably to keep that
That-
competition going.
Edge.
Because it's crazy. Like, because usually I'd be the first person to be like, okay, which one's cheaper? They both cost the same. God, dang it.
That's what
am
I said. I'm like,
supposed to
how are
do?
the people supposed to know?
Hey, Bobby, you know what time it is? Hey, what that? It's story time! It's story time! Hey!
So, you guys know where Roothouse, Illinois is?
Yes. Down,
Vaguely.
down south.
So, you go to Jacksonville, then you head south.
Yep.
Basically.
Roadhouse.
Roothouse. I was calling it Roadhouse for the longest time because of that movie.
Yeah.
And everybody kept correcting me. It's like, no, it's Roodhouse. ROOD house. So we go there, and we're doing a delivery. We're delivering a mattress and stuff like that. And this lady's a hoarder. She's got crap all over her house, right? And so it's really hard for us to get stuff going. And I'm going backwards, so I don't see what's in the house most of the time. But then we flipped it, so I was going frontwards and my other guy was going backwards. As I'm going up the stairs, I see this dust swiffer. Dustbuster is covered in spider webs and in dust. And I was just like, that. What is that? That's not an oxymoron, is it? No, that's one. I get confused when it comes to stuff like that.
It's ironic.
Yeah, it's ironic that she had the dustbuster there with spider webs and stuff like that on there. So that was one thing in Rude House. So we leave that house, right?
Yeah.
Get back in my truck. I put the new person in, and as I'm getting ready to go to the new stop, we see this guy standing on his porch. And we're like, oh, he's putting water into a bucket there. But as we get closer, we see that this man has his junk out just for God and everyone to see. And he's peeing off his porch. And so now when a normal person walking down the street or somebody driving by and they look at you, you probably would shy away and be like, oh, I know what I'm doing is wrong, but the bathrooms or something is full in the house, right? That's what you probably do. No, this guy's just looking us straight in our eyeballs and following the truck as he's just peeing outside.
Holding it.
Yeah,
Right
just
there
yeah,
in front
and just
of everybody.
peeing off the porch.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Now the funny thing is,
I got something that kind of goes right along with your story here, Joseph.
there was a cop that lives down the street
Oh,
from
no.
him. And the cop, I was like, does this guy not know that this guy pees off the side of his porch here? And I said, I was talking to the guy, I said, yeah, we'll probably go to the cop. He'd be like, yep, that's just Larry. He's always sitting there peeing in the neighborhood. It's all right.
That is awful.
But yeah, Rude House, once after I experienced those two people, I was like, get me the heck up out of here.
Yes, sir. Okay. Oi.
Your turn. Top that.
Top that?
Yeah.
Gladly.
Okay.
So, I was wanting to get a motorcycle recently.
Okay.
You know about it, like trying to.
Wait, what happened to you? I said, hey, Gabriel, you going to ride with me? You was like, I'm not going to be, I don't know if I'm going to get a motorcycle this year.
Well, people change, Joseph.
Yeah, I knew it was going to change. I knew it. Because we got the Cigna headset and everything. I'm supposed to be getting on.
It's getting nicer outside,
Yeah.
and you're like, maybe riding season isn't that bad after all.
Yeah,
I'll go get a bike. So anyway, looking at getting a bike, I go on Facebook Marketplace, find one real cheap down south, about 2.5 hours away. I'm like,
Okay.
all right, let's go get it. So looked like perfect condition, moderate. I go down there with a U-Haul trailer and my buddy Caleb. We take off. My sister wanted to come along too, so we brought Isabella. And we get down there. I arrived to the GPS thing. I couldn't find the house. I'm like, okay, call the guy. I'm like, hey, where's this house at? He's like, oh, just follow this dirt trail back, and our house is there on the left.
I
So
love it when they give us instructions like that.
yeah, so I'm riding down about a half mile worth of dirt trail. There on the left, he's like, okay, you're going to come up to a gate. You're just going to drive over it.
Drive over the gate.
I'm going to drive over a gate. And so it's this red cattle gate that had fallen over. And he says, we just drive over it is what we do.
Don't even
There's
move it out the way?
there's no point in like picking it up. I mean, it's sitting out there. I mean, it would be as hard as just going over, grabbing it, and dragging it away from the driveway.
Because it's detached from the
Oh,
rest of it.
it's flattened. It's destroyed. I mean, this thing ain't very big. You just drive over it. So he's like, just drive over it.
Okay.
And so
Goodness.
it's either I drive in or I get to drive through the mud bog that's right next to us. And then after I get through this mud bog, I pull up to the house. And this gentleman's house is wrecked. Like, think of like a scrap yard, salvage yard, just metal, like every project he's ever had, never cleaned up. Parts all over the yard.
So it's one of those boonies houses
Yes, sir.
that just way back there, and they don't care how their yard looks, so everything's just all over.
Yeah, and I'm like, this looks like someone like Trevor's house from GTA. Just like garbage everywhere. It's like, what? There was no, whatever. So I have this picture of Trevor in my head, and then lo and behold, dude, doppelganger, looks just like the guy, walks out of the house. I'm like, holy crap, I'm gonna get shot.
If I saw that guy, I'd have been like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm not Franklin. I'm
Well,
not Michael.
I'm white, so I'm okay. So I walk in there, I'm like, hello, brother. Right there next to the... I mean, every other house had, like, stars and bars in their front yard. Yeah. So we walk in there, and guys like, oh, here's the bike. Never changed the oil in it. Never took care of it. Dropped it about every corner. No, I'm just kidding. He's like trying to make it all sound good. I'm looking at this bike. It clearly has not been taken care of. He's like, I put a smaller sprocket on it to go faster. And when he got this, I started looking at this bike. He took a hacksaw to the swing arm and cut out the swing arm where a chain could pass through it because he got too big of a chain. Where most people would send the thing back.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna cut up his $7,000 motorcycle.
I don't want to deal with those delivery people no more. I'm just going to sit here and jerry-rig it.
Just cut it open.
Trevor, you shouldn't do that. Woman, go back there and make me a sandwich.
So get this. His crackhead wife walks out. I don't know if it's a wife or whatnot, but she's got this Mad Hatter hat on, and she's looking for a coffee, and she's just spaced out. She's like, is my coffee out here? She's looking out in the yard for it, just going through the grass.
Coffee?
Yeah, for her coffee. And through the yard.
Trevor, is my coffee out here?
So she's digging through the yard looking for where her coffee is.
Like dig.
Yeah, just bananas. I'm like, all right, we're done here. He's like, well, you want to see how it rides? I'll let you ride it. Just give me some money. I'll hold for you, and then I'll let you take off. I'll let you ride it. I'm like, you got the title? He's like, well, my lawyer's got it. I was in prison recently, and she was holding it for me. And I'm like, oh,
Where'd you find this guy?
Facebook Marketplace.
Don't the Facebook Marketplace needs to start having restrictions and be like, you have to pass a certain like test or something before you can be on Facebook Marketplace.
Pass an intelligence.
Well, he was smart enough to make a post where I would follow it. So maybe it's me going down there with the intelligence test.
I don't know how you're alive right now.
So, guys, like, all right, get in, follow me. So he jumps on the bike and he starts riding it. He comes outside with this motorcycle gear on, and it's just covered in oil stains, full up. His helmet is a size too small, and the visor that he has on it was shattered. So he takes safety glasses and shoves them into the helmet. His face starts bleeding through the helmet. He gets on his motorcycle, starts taking off down the road, and immediately the motorcycle's chain comes off the sprocket, and it winds up against the spring or the swing arm and binds up, breaks off most of the parts that are inside that swing arm. I'm just hitting guys just in here cussing. He's like, "Oh, it's fine, it's fine." So he goes and he gets the chain wound back around, tightens it up. 5 minutes later, he starts to take it off.
And you just do that just like a chainsaw, right?
Similar to a chainsaw.
Gotcha.
There's some technicalities to it, but he tries to readjust it, puts it back on there, and he gets it fit. I mean, it's supposed to be like a specialty thing. You're supposed to have an alignment tool, so your chain's running straight, and your chain's supposed to be taut and tight, not too loose. You want it to stay on there when you go. Yeah. It fell off. So he's like, all right, we get it. He got it like jerry rigged back on there. He takes off, takes it down to the end of the road. We follow him out to the main street, and gets it out to the first bit of pavement, wheelies it up. Throws it up into a wheelie. Looks at me, just does a wheelie.
So he's doing a wheelie on the bike that you're trying to buy from him.
Yes, sir. Yes. Like the first bit of pavement, so he takes off. I don't know what's going through his mind, but like, yeah, it's torquey. Yeah. And he jumps up and he's doing a wheelie. And then he lands it, and it just socks out the front suspension. It was bad. About break a seal. I'm like, I could take it a little bit. I mean, it's a newer bike, but man, you should be doing that. Gets down to the end of the road, turns around. I follow him back, and so I get the trailer up, and he's like, I'll just meet you back at the house. So I turn around, I'm following him back to the house. He does another wheelie. Caught up with him. The chain on the bike snaps, and the bike just drops again. But this time, he doesn't have a chain. So he backs up the bike. He's in the neighbor's driveway, and we pull up with the trailer right next to him, and he's just like, well, we're loading it on your trailer. So I back into this driveway. We load it on the trailer, and Trevor, dude, just jumps in the back of Caleb's pickup truck and just like, let's go. And so he starts shouting directions belligerently from the back seat of Caleb's truck as I'm driving.
So
turn left.
So he broke his bike that he was trying to sell twice. Yeah. Hopped into Caleb's truck.
The back of it, in the truck bed back.
And then he wanted you to drive him home.
Yes, sir, with his motorcycle.
You know what? if that was me, I was like, man, if you don't take your country butt out of here and take your busted motorcycle and take your butt home. So, because I ain't about to sit here. This is a bike. I came all the way down here to buy this bike that you sit here popping wheelies and stuff on. Now you think I'm really good? Did you buy it? Why?
I didn't buy it.
Okay.
I didn't buy it. I have some sense about me.
Okay.
But I picked the dude up and I took him back to his house because I'm a nice guy.
Okay.
I think.
You are nicer than I am.
It crossed my mind. I'm like, I got no ties here.
I would have been like, no, thank you. I gotta go home.
I'd be like, Caleb, let's go.
So we drove him back to his house. He takes off his helmet and his nose just starts bleeding out over the bike because his helmet's way too small and he caught his helmet off.
He uppercut himself with the hammer.
Yeah, with the helmet.
Over the helmet, not
Yeah.
hammer. That's bad. Of course you have a bloody nose.
So it was so rough.
Now, where was this at?
Down in, I can't remember. It was about an hour south of St. Louis.
Hour south of St. Louis.
Yes, sir.
Were you out the state?
Yeah, it was in Missouri. Missouri State.
Oh, that's a different breed there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was. It was a different breed of human.
None of
being.
our country, Illinoisans.
No, it was no Illinoisans. Just Missourians.
That's why it was a weird story. See,
I used to live in Missouri.
well, country in Missouri.
Yeah,
and
but
country
you were born in
Indiana.
Indiana or whatever, right?
Yeah, I was born in Indiana.
Yeah,
but
so that makes you
I
an
lived
Indian-
like 5
Indian.
years in
Indiana.
Missouri.
Yeah.
It's a Hoosier, Gabriel.
Who's your
I'm a Hoosier.
Hoosier?
Who's your daddy?
This podcast has gone for a great turn. Well, Joy, it was super cool seeing you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making your little debut.
Charlie too.
Oh yeah, and say hi, Charlie.
There you
Hey.
go.
Oh.
But
We got it.
yeah, what was I gonna say? But Popeye's biscuits though. Yeah.
Man.
I could do a good biscuit.
Yeah.
You know who does not have a good biscuit? Pizza Ranch.
Yeah. Pizza Ranch. We went to Pizza Ranch. They ain't got a good biscuit.
Is this podcast gonna end?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But this is the Joe Show with Joe and Gabriel. You can find us on Facebook at thejoeshow.com. You can find us on r/TJ. Nope, the Joe Show at Reddit.
Joe Show.
Yeah,
Our Patreon.
Yeah, at patreon.com/Joe and Gabriel. And I would also like to give a big thanks to Joy and Charlie for being on the show with us. I think we had a great time. I will talk to you later, Gabriel.
Bye, Joseph.
Bye.
Bye, Charlie.